The latest Northern Bank report has shown a downward revision for economic growth in 2010. Quarter two in particular has been very turbulent in terms of both political events and economic events too in Europe. In the first instance, we've had the UK elections, which has had quite a knock-on effect in terms of consumers' confidence and business confidence too. We've had very open and public debates about UK public finances and where they stand, and really in terms of for investors and for the households, it leaves them up in a limbo as well. I think really in terms of they know that they're going to have to pay the price for the high levels of public debt. Secondly, the austerity measures in the UK, which have been implemented by the new government, well, certainly they're about to happen very quickly, sooner than anticipated, and with economic growth so weak and fragile, we think this will have a downward impact upon our growth forecasts. And finally, of course, events in Europe, the high levels of debt there that have been sparked a lot of attention over the last quarter certainly have reduced confidence in that area. It has increased the fragility of financial markets and certainly exposed how fragile those markets are. And again, that isn't good for us because our main export markets now, the UK and Euroland, both struggling and lagging behind in terms of the recovery. Within this, of course, some sectors will continue to struggle. We have a contraction of about 1.7% for construction, and construction-related industries, sectors such as quarrying and mining. It's quite a small sector within the economy, but it is going to take quite a big hit. I think we have it forecast to contract by over 7% this year, and real estate, a contraction there of 0.5%. So some industries, particularly around housing and construction, are still in the doldrums. On a more positive note, of course, we have some sectors who will continue to grow. We have quite good hopes for hospitality, growth of over 3% this year. It does actually include food and restaurants, takeaway food. Food always holds up quite well within recessions. Hopefully over the summer now we might see more tourists staying at home. Certainly airports and international travel has been dented a bit recently with the Icelandic ash cloud, and hopefully maybe that might lead to more people deciding to take a break at home. Other sectors that are set to grow are of course retail. I think there's probably a bit of pent up demand there. At the end of the day, if you need a washing machine or a TV, you have to buy it at some stage, and we've had quite low demand in retail for a while. So some pent up demand might come through in 2010. And also budget retailing is still managing to do very well, and people are looking at the discount stores. There's been quite good competition amongst retailers for getting the consumer back into the stores as well. So growth of over 3% for that sector. And finally, within that group of the above average performers, we have health, and we've certainly seen some assurances from policymakers that they're going to try and maintain frontline services in health, and hopefully they will do that. So we see health and health technologies within the economy, we see growth there of about 3% for 2010. So some outliers in terms of sectors that will continue to grow, and of course some that will remain struggling. Overall growth 2010 we think will come in about 1%. Next year about 1.9%. But in terms of where we were growth, pre-recession growth levels, Northern Ireland probably won't get there until mid-2012.